Hello everybody, welcome to SLR and welcome to the Japanese Grand Prix here in T1. It's round 17, we're entering the final stage of the season now. And I'm recording your own way, and with me is Ash Dawson.
Hello everyone. Hello, yes, me Ash Dawson here. Good to be back after yet another week away. But yes, looking forward to this one.
So, I said I'd do this. Let me just explain the PS4 sound in the background. It sounds a bit like a jet engine, but I've tried to smother it with a pillow, so hopefully it doesn't sound as bad. So yeah, just try to ignore that.
It'll overheat, Owen.
Nah, it's fine, it's fine. It's a tried and tested method, don't worry.
Okay.
Unless it breaks today, in which case then it won't be, but I think it should be fine. It should be okay.
Well, if we suddenly hear a massive bang in the background, then we'll know what's happening.
If you hear mass panic and explosions, then you'll know that something's gone disastrously wrong.
Yes. Just sounds louder than a diesel engine on my car, I told him before we started broadcasting. But anyway, here we go.
So I think
qualifying underway.
R2 is the first onto a lap. He's got straight onto the super soft tyres, which isn't, in my opinion, the best race tyre. I think the one you actually want to be starting on is the soft. It is just so much better. Just in every way. They don't overheat as much. They last longer. They basically actually have the same sort of lap time in race trim, I've found. And yeah, it just sort of makes the super soft redundant. So I'll see yeah, how many people actually abandon the super soft route and just try something else. But yeah, R2 is doing a super soft run and he is the first one out there, so we'll see how he gets on. We have got 15 minutes to go, so I'm sure we'll see plenty of different strategies out there. Yes,
of course, battle of the strategies, just like last time I was out in Singapore. I don't know what happened in Russia, I haven't seen that, but yeah, we certainly saw some battles there, didn't we? And we might see the same here today.
It is only one DRS zone here, and you'd think that's a bad thing, but actually you don't really need it anywhere else. I think the rest of the track is fine for overtaking, and certainly from other league racing I've seen here, there is plenty of it, so I wouldn't need to worry about any lack of overtaking. It is very much a good race for that. Probably your best opportunities is the Casio Triangle or the hairpin. I mean, turn one's good, but you sort of have to be ahead, if you get what I mean, before the corner. So yeah, there's sort of 3 or 4 opportunities around the track, but we'll see how these guys sort of handle it today.
Yes, of course, and every time I have done commentary at this track, you know, for other leagues as well, there's always been some great racing here, you know, very close battles, and through the S's, you know, in the first section, the way they follow each other is immense. You just never know if anyone's going to spin or crash or overtake. It's certainly very exciting here.
Now we're seeing some laps coming through now. It's 27.2 for R2, which is a decent time. I think pole, if we're looking towards the likes of Forium, will likely be in the low 26s to possibly high 25s. That would be some lap time, to be honest, if they can do that. But yeah, high 25 probably at the best for a pole lap, but you're more likely to see it in the 26s. But yeah, we'll see what they do. And we're seeing, yeah, plenty of people getting out there. Forium and Evo's the only people aren't on track at the moment. Yes,
and currently on track who's on the soft tyres, as you recommended, Owen. Technica, he's about to complete a lap on those tyres. In fact, well, no, he's not about to complete it. I think this is an out lap, or he's just locked up into the final chicane. We'll see where he's going.
Pirate
and
is
he's going to the pits. He's going to the pits, so he's not completing it.
Pirate is invalid. It was a 28.1, which would have been second, but yes, invalid. So he'll go again.
It sounded like you said parrot then.
Sixes as well is out there on the set of the soft compound tyre. I've noticed that Forium in the pits has got a set of soft tyres prepared. If he actually goes out on them or not is another matter, but if he does, then that'll be interesting to see what he can do on them. Six Seals and right on boards, like I say, has just started a lap and he's been quite conservative into turn 1. I wonder if he's just on a slow lap or something, but yeah, seems quite cautious for a first lap. Look at that, really
Yes,
slow
indeed.
actually. Yeah. Let's try and find someone who's actually trying. Like Surface, possibly, even though he's on mediums, but yeah. It's just gonna be
Well, the
early.
mediums might not be a bad way to go. You know, if you think about it, they're all bunched up at the start. We could have possibly have a safety car, even though right now on this game it comes out once in a blue moon. But you know, if he comes out, he'll do very well. He'll be jumping to the front, and then get the hammer down, and then at the end of the race, he'll be on much faster tyres than everyone else. That's of course if he chooses to set his fastest quality lap on these tyres, which he might well do.
Well, there's only 14 people here, so I guess it's less of a risk to go for a different strategy. So, yeah, there's only 4 people going to get their qualifying tyre. So, yeah, I think we've seen a few people DCing as well, like Evo, so he is back now, but if that happens as well, that can increase chances, so that's always something to think about. Furium still hasn't come out of pitch yet. He's one of the people who, I think, possibly the only person who hasn't actually come out onto track once yet. Surface goes up to P4, not a great lap there, considering that Speedster has done a lap on the same compound, which is, yeah, nearly a second quicker. So, yeah, just early stages, we're going to get these slower laps, so it's all about the end of the session.
Of course, I'm just looking right now from when you mentioned Evo earlier. He's stuck to his guns of using the super softs, and thinks that he will. He's got self-belief, which is good. He thinks this is the right way to go. So everyone seems to be doing mixed strategies here. I mean, the most popular one at the moment is, well, I'd say evens between the mediums and the super softs. Those going for softs at the moment are Sig Seals and Thorium, although Thorium is in the pits. But yes, anyone's this, but looking at those times, Speedster second fastest on those mediums, but now Evo's taken second with those super softs. But yeah, still good lap by Speedster and a good one there from Evo as well.
So wonder who's going to be the first into the 26s. We've got Artie out there for his second run, and if he improves in this one, it could well be there. But I think, like I said, Paul will be in them 26s, so it is just about who gets there first and who can actually, you know, get far enough in to actually have a proper chance of Paul. Issue is with Furium not bothering to go out, we can't really get a good gauge, because he is the one to beat. I don't know what the challenge gap is, but you may be looking at sealing it soon. I don't know really if Surface is close enough to challenge it yet. But yeah, I certainly need to find that out at some point.
Yes, I'm sure you will. I'm currently watching R2 on his lap. Looking like a good one. He's just on his way into the 130R. He has got a car in front. That'd be one of the Force Indias.
Jack.
So here he is. It's Force India
Must
Jack.
be
Yeah,
Jack.
that's right. But here we go, rounding the final corner. R2 sticking very close to the inside.
Oh.
Does he improve his time? He does indeed. It's a 127.0, so not quite into the 126s just yet, but we're on our way there. And so far, R2 is the man leading them by almost half a second, with Technica in second place.
So the Pirate crosses the line to start a lap, and Forium is just ahead of him on an out lap. He's on the softs, he's taking my advice there, and it's going on what I think is the best race tyre, and he's blocking the Pirate a little bit here, and it's the S's, so it's difficult to let anyone through, but he's done so, I think, as best as he can, really. And the Pirate races off up the hill into the Dunlop curve. Just a note, I think Dunlop curve, in my opinion, is the most difficult corner on the track as well to get right, because it's very easy to drift off wide there, and I wonder if anyone's going to make that mistake in qualifying, or indeed, of course, the race itself.
Yeah, I very much agree. Dunlop corner, there's only really one definitive line for it, and if you're not on that line, even by just a few centimetres, and that's it, you've had it. You're either too far in onto the curbs or too far out and into the gravel. But from what Thorium was doing there in amongst the S's, surely he would have seen on his GPS when coming out the pit lane that someone was fast behind him, and he should have sped up through those S's and then backed off just under the bridge.
That's the thing, like, how do you do that? Because you're trying to set your own lap up as well there, so you can't just screw yourself over to let someone else through. It's just, I think, an unfortunate place to be caught. I think he did the best he could do, and Pirate still got decent enough lap in there. He's into 3rd place behind Technica and R2. And well, for him, he had to set his own lap up, and we'll see how he does it now, of course, since he crosses the line. Now, this is on the soft compound tyre, so it'll be interesting to see if he can get ahead into that front row, or possibly pole. I mean, the front row to pole is 4/10 between 1st and 2nd, so I wonder if he'll just go into that gap. I just can't see him going pole with this, but you never know.
Flex is sector 3, that's just Technica backing off. And he's currently going over the grass. Don't know what he's doing there, but yeah, well, I reckon he's just ran out of fuel. But yeah, that's his qualifying over for now. He may go back out to try and improve on that 2nd place and go for pole. At the moment, Thorium is the man to watch, although he is getting a bit of traffic in front of him. I'm not entirely sure who it is, but yeah, he's well and truly on it.
Yeah, he was good through the first sector there. He was very committed actually through the degs as well. I noticed it's so easy to get them wrong if you go just a touch wide, but no, he floored it through there and did really well. Now up towards 130R. This corner used to be...
He's got the Pirate and Evo in front of him.
This corner used to be quite difficult once upon a time, but you can see it's barely even a corner anymore. You can just effortlessly glide through there, and he's just not one of the braking boards out of there, and won't compromise him too much, but you can see how much he's pushing the limits, and to the line it's 2nd, so really where I thought he would go there. On the soft compound tyre, isn't too bad.
Yeah, very good lap indeed there by Thorib. I reckon if he was on the super softs, yeah, you know, he may have got close to R2 or even beaten.
Oh yeah, he would have beaten him, no problem. I don't think he would have had any issues with that. Being only 2/10 off on a different compound, I think that's quite impressive. Evo's in
so what do you think well, you're an expert, you know, compared to me.
Yes.
What do you think the difference is between the soft and the super softs, you know, on lap times?
I'd say about 8 tenths.
Is it a big difference?
I'd say honestly about 8 tenths.
That is a big difference.
It is quite a big difference, but I mean, it's just so many different traction zones around here. I mean, it's a long enough track to sort of justify that 8 tenths. I mean, you can see even in the boards there, there's about 8 tenths, and Forum's happy with his time. I think he didn't need to improve anymore. But I think the board...
don't feel so anyway.
Yeah, the timing board's sort of supporting my theory as well, because you can see like the speed's 8 tenths off. I know that could be on a set of... Was that actually a set of mediums he did that on? Just wondering. Actually, it was, to be fair. So there's a guy that's 9 tenths off a medium, so I guess if you get it perfect, it is, you know, Forum's 2 tenths. And I think really for... Say, if I was there, it'd be 8 tenths difference for me on a set of softs, and then about 1.5 seconds for mediums. But it varies from driver to driver, I guess. And yeah, Forium and Speedster and Surface, I think the guys who are getting the best out of their tyres at the moment, and they're in the top 10 on a set of good tyres.
Yes, and now I've just got some breaking news. Jack, in the other Force India car, he's changed his mind over the medium tyres, and he's now just gone on an outlap on the soft tyres. So after seeing what his teammate's done, who's currently in 3rd place, will Jack be able to get anywhere near him? Of course, Jack is one of the most improved drivers from this season ahead of last season, so I wouldn't put it past him to get in the top 5, but he really is going to have to pull it out the bag.
I don't know. I think there's some people out there like Skin Up Hill watching now, and the Pirate and Surface who will likely be ahead of him. So I don't know. I don't know if Jack will actually go much higher than maybe 7th at best, but yeah, we'll see if he can pull it out of the bag.
He has surprised us before, though, hasn't he? He has surprised us.
Yeah.
Of course, we don't mean to, you know, criticise him at all, or say to him that he's slow. But yeah, you're being realistic. And I'm just giving my own prediction, thinking what it is. But yes, we'll certainly have to see.
Well, he's about to start his lap now. There's 2 minutes to go in the session, so let's find out what he can do.
He's got mocking weeks off the track in the S's, trying to get out of the way of people. Stupid thing, he's off at turn 2, and he's going to be in the way of Jack, I think, here. Jack, at the moment...
Hold on, 8 lap on Super Sauce.
So Jack, here he comes. He's going through turns 1 and 2. There's yellow flags, and there's Chupathingy in front of him. So hopefully he doesn't get in the way and block his lap. What? I'm not sure if Jack's significantly lifted there. There's Chupathingy not off the track. Sorry. or is it?
Right, so this is a new set of the super soft tyres that Tutifini's on, but as you can see, he's not really going to do a lap. He's done 8 laps on the super soft.
Even doing?
He did 8 laps on the super soft. So I mean, he's sort of balls disqualifying out there. So
Whoa, he's gone back onto the track on a blind corner. Is anyone going to hit him? No, I don't think so. No one's there.
So yeah, Tutifini just sort of making mistakes there and getting his qualifying absolutely, completely and utterly destroyed. And Evo's tyres from 2nd place.
Didn't feel like he had any more left in him then, did he?
Yeah, R2.
He's going to settle for that.
R2's going out. Will he get into the 26s? I was expecting obviously for him to actually maybe go to there, but then he did his lap on the softs, so that's sort of proved my idea at the window there. But will R2 be able to do it? Will Jack be able to do it? Will anyone be able to do it? Let's find out. Jack is coming to the line right now. It's been an okay lap, I guess, so far. Not going to be quickest, but it's P6.
So you said no hide in 7th, and I said top 5, so it's in between us.
Well, Speedster's on a lap, Surface is on a lap. They could pass him, couldn't they? On the same compound, yeah. Surface does pass. Still a few tenths off Forium's best effort on them tyres. We'll see what Speedster can do. He was the best of the medium runners by some margin. 8 tenths off pole.
We've got CYP FIFA now on the super softs. He's coming around to complete a lap. What's he going to do? He's going quite wide. Crosses the line from 11th. He goes 3rd fastest. Well done.
Mebe's been off, so that's his chances.
Between Storian and Eva. Oh,
R2.
So someone just binned it.
A lot of them are giving up then. The top 5 are done.
The Pirate purposely crashed near the line.
Well, he finished P5, he'll be happy with that. And yeah, maybe ruined his lap, so he's outside the top 10. Speedster took a little bit of an advantage there and just got some slipstream. And up the hill.
I'll tell you what, Super Thing is on the lap.
I can't tell. The game says they're actually 9-lap old super softs. I can't tell if that's a glitch or not, because
on mine it says 0 laps.
I don't know. Anyway, Speedster goes 2nd, only a 10th off pole. That was close, wasn't it? Technica as well up there in 2nd.
Technica.
So yeah, Speedster was the quickest.
Jack down to 9th again.
Speedster was then the quickest on that the soft compound tyres. As I thought he would be.
Chip Thing has lost it. Back end swung out in the spooner curve. Yes, he looks smoothly going now, but that's ruined his lap, and I reckon he'll be starting last in this race.
He starts on whatever the hell tires he wants anyway, I guess, so he can have fun on that. But yeah, so R2's on pole there from Technica Speedster, Evo CYP, and then Forium only 6th. There are 3 tenths separating the top 8. I mean, credit where credit's due. That was incredible.
Can Thorium mathematically win the championship in this race?
I
Just think about it.
Haven't got a clue. I don't know.
Well, no. Think about it. As the season's been shortened for our audience, in case you're not aware, it has. Yes. I reckon he's champion now. So maybe all the other drivers were against that.
I don't know. I don't care.
Thorium did have a massive lead.
Yeah, but Surface won like the last 5 races, though, did he not? Like before Singapore. Because
you just said I don't care. Nathan's really going to be impressed with that, mate.
I don't know.
Well, you're going to be leaving soon, aren't you? Because you've got exams.
Yes, we've got exams, so that means I'm leaving at the end of the season. So yeah, we're waiting on it.
I thought I'd be working with a little boy, but yeah.
Yeah. Way these things work out, you know.
That's alright, man. Also, I wish you all the best for your exams.
Yes. Well, we've still got a few races to go, so let's focus on these first, and then have to worry about all the horrible exams.
Right, well,
it's a sunny day.
Let's see what's sunny day.
No rain.
Something's begun.
Well, I mean, this race technically takes place in October in the real season, so no summer.
Yes. Well, it's summer in Japan, isn't it?
No. Or maybe it is. I don't know. Who knows?
Well, I think so, because Japan's like north, isn't it? So normally it's colder. So they would hope to do it in the summer when it's warmer.
How
Right, here we go.
Right, so they're on to the formation lap then. Let's just check the tyres so that I won't be expecting any surprises. Mebe, the only one not on the softs outside the top 10, he's on medium, so he'll go long. But apart from that, the same as we were seeing in qualifying and what we were expecting outside the top 10. Most of them on the softs.
Well, it's not surprising, really. So only one driver going for the mediums, and that's Mebe.
That's like an age ago, isn't it, that he won the first race of the season?
Oh, I think somebody's just spun. Have they? Yes, Technica. Technica has spun on the formation lap at Dunlop, and look, they're driving straight through his car.
Oh,
And
he's got dirt on his. He's got dirt on the tires. Oh, his race is ruined on that start.
No, but it glitches him back to the grid, so surely the dirt would go.
Nope, I'm looking at his front right and it's got dirt all over it.
How are you looking at it? I can't get to him on my
I
screen.
was on board when he got disqualified, so I can still look at him. Because that's how this game works. But, do you know
right, what a silly game.
Do you know, that really does help Speedster. I'm telling you now, Speedster's going to win this race. If he doesn't get taken out, this is his win. Because he's on the best tyres.
What about R2?
No. The softs are the best race tyre. They are better
R2
than the...
could take softs near the end.
Nah, no. You have to be on mediums. No way. Could they go on softs? Speedster...
Well, we'll just have to find out.
Speedster will have the pace towards the end of this first stint, and if he isn't ahead already, he will certainly pass at some point. I honestly think that Speedster has this. He should be second into turn 1 now, because Technic has ruined his start with them tyres.
Yeah, he has indeed. And I don't know why he was going so hard up the Dunlop curve, you know, just settle, just take your foot off. You know, don't spin your car. Much simpler than that, shouldn't it?
Yeah, well, Ciutafini is lining up in his grid position on the 7th row, last place, P14, and we now await the lights here at the Japanese Grand Prix. R2 on pole, Technica alongside him. They get away. Good start from R2. He gets away very well, and Speedster a good start as well. And Technica,
whoa, Technica!
You could see with his tyres that was always going to happen. He had ruined his race before it even started, and he's out. He's in last place. Well, I say he's out, but yeah, he's been disqualified. And it's a very early safety car then here at the Japanese Grand Prix, and Technica.
As if he got disqualified.
Technica is
Oh, dear.
nice one, nice one, Technica. Great job. How the hell have you done that, man? Come on. And maybe got a 5-second stop-go penalty for severe collision with Sig Seals, I think. So that's not gone well
When
either.
Technica was growing up, he said, I don't want to be a racing driver. Well, congratulations.
Pirate grew up saying, I want to teleport everywhere, and that's what he's doing. He's teleporting a lot. I think I'd be quite scared of him, to be honest. And Technica, yeah, he's left. I think he's, yeah, nice one. Nice one. That's all I can say. It has brought out then a very early safety car here, and this helps the super soft runners a little bit. It means they get some slow laps, and it means they can go a little bit harder and longer on these tyres towards the end of the first stint. Oh man, Technica. I didn't think he'd spin. I knew his start would be really poor, but I didn't think he'd spin off.
Well, you'd have thought he'd take it steadier, wouldn't you?
Well, yeah, you'd have thought he would sort of know what was going to happen.
The rest a little bit lower.
I thought he would sort of have known that the car would be not as good with the grip because he's already been in the grass. You don't floor it out of the grass, and that's effectively what he tried to do there on that start, and that's why he spun.
Yes, basically ruined.
Nice one. That's all I can say. Just well done. And Evos, you must have hit Evos then. Look how many people are in the pits. We've got 5 people in the pits. Luckily, they are okay because there's a safety car that can catch up. But yeah, Technica has he's got himself disqualified, and he's brought another 5 people into the pits.
Look at Sig Seals and Mocking Weeks. They may as well be teammates. They both gained 7th place on this lap. They just followed each other from 12th and 13th to 5th and 6th. So,
Yes.
good start for those two in the Mercedes and the Sauber.
Yes, so Surface is going on to mediums for the end of this race. I assume he's going to try and get them there. I don't think he's really got any other option at this point. And, yeah. Oh, I can't believe it. That could be quite an inspired move from Surface, because obviously it's a safety car. He catches right out of the pack anyway. And if he can make them last, then he can try and jump whoever the leader is when it comes to the pit stops. But yes, safety car, it's generally out for what, 3-4 laps, isn't it? So I imagine it'll be coming in next lap, if not the lap after, or you never even know, could even be this lap. But yeah, it's that weird situation, isn't it? You always dream of a safety car coming out because of that rare, and then when it does come out, you want it in instantly. It's a weird situation, isn't it? But we have to wait for the guys to catch up, don't we? Because Mebe is still not through Spoon yet. And yeah, when they all catch up to each other, I assume we'll be good to go at the end of lap 3.
Of course, yes. One thing I do hope for, why is the safety car just bouncing along the road? That is strange. One thing I do hope for eventually on this game is to update the safety car, because they've got the old Mercedes.
Sorry.
What?
This will be updated. What do you think this game? What do you think these guys are? Do you think they know what they're doing? They haven't a clue.
No, but I said I would hope.
Yes.
Hope.
Hope
I didn't
is.
say that they will. I said they would hope.
Hope is an unfortunate thing when it comes to Codemasters, isn't it? You hope that your 50 quid will go to good use, and instead we're here with this.
Absolutely. Bloody ridiculous.
So, lap 3 out of 27, safety car is leading the pack through the S's at the moment after Technica thought it'd be a good idea to spin off into the gravel at Dunlop on the formation lap, then proceeded to floor it off the line, spin, hit 5 cars, or well, cause 5 people some incidents, then get himself disqualified. A safety car was deployed thanks to that, so it takes a 6-car incident to bring out a safety car on the skids. That's what we figured out today.
Oh man.
Yeah. Should be coming in at the end of this lap,
now.
Huh?
Don't you want to get racing now?
Oh, I think Speedster was just in the grass there. I think he was heating his tires up and he just went onto the grass.
Teleported.
Oh, did he teleport? Okay. Nice one, game. Love it. Yeah, as I discovered earlier on today, teleporting is quite a problem on this track. It can ruin races.
This game is probably run by satellite.
Yeah, and when you take the satellite to Japan, apparently they don't know where anything is. So yeah, yeah.
Oh dear.
So will the safety car be coming in at the end of this lap? Look out for the lights on top of the safety car. If they go off, then we are racing again. If they stay on, we're going round again. So just look out for that, and lights do go off. We are getting ready to go racing once again, and R2 becomes the safety car, and he will start holding the pack up through 130R, and he gets to decide when they go. And Speedster will be hot on his heels, I imagine. We've got 3 super soft runners in the top 10. The rest are all soft runners, apart from Surface. DRS is not enabled, ignore that. CIP has had a great start. He's already alongside Speedster and down towards turn 1. Can he get it done? It's not the easiest move on the inside here, and he does back off. And R3's a little bit wide through turn 1. You can see him there caught on the curb, but they all do get away okay on the safety car restart. No dramas, and it's still R2 in the lead from Speedster. So we're looking for behind as well to see what's happening with the battles, and I think they've all been quite clean actually, surprisingly.
Well, it was a very good start there from CYP, challenging Speedster, but just couldn't quite get the move executed. Speedster holds on second place, and he's going to target on R2. Of course, he's also going to wonder when will
we got
R2
side by
come
side.
into the pits.
Sorry, we got 6 heels trying to get by Forium here. And that could be
Yeah,
some move, couldn't it?
I was about to mention Thorium as well. I was about to mention Thorium for his, fantastic start so far, jumping all the way up to 4th place after starting. I think it was 6th place actually. I shall just have a look.
Yes.
Yes, 6th place it was indeed. 6 Seals coming up from 12th place. I bet Thorium never thought he'd be battling 6 Seals any time early in the race. But that is the case, and here we go now on the way through 130R. We've got Thorium right ahead of 6 Seals, and behind him is the Williams of Mocking Weeks. Any changes here going to chicane? No, not quite. The front 3 all spaced out, so this is what we concentrate on the most. Speeds are currently set the fastest lap, 131.4. Thorium just about pulling a gap there over the Sauber. Don't forget Thorium with a Mercedes powered engine, 6 Seals with a Ferrari powered engine in that Sauber, and Mocking Weeks behind. In the Williams Mercedes, that doesn't seem to go like a Mercedes, so sadly he's seems to be out, and Pirate is nowhere near him for the moment. So the hottest battle on the track now, you'd have to say, well, I was going to say Thorium 6 Seals, but Speedster has pulled right up to R2, and they go up Dunlop curve now. Here we go then, rounding it. That's the McLaren following the Red Bull. Now what's going to happen here as RT runs quite wide there through the first chink, and then here comes the second. I can't remember the name of those corners. I used to know it, but
Degna.
Now, Degna, that's it.
Yes.
Degna. But yes, so that battle for the leader, I think, otting up there.
Absolutely, we've got Speedster doing exactly what I predicted and sticking with R2, and hopefully soon he'll try and get past. Obviously DRS isn't enabled yet. Ignore what the game says, it is not enabled until the end of this lap, and then they can go free with it, but then they actually can't because the DRS detection is at the end of this lap, so you actually have to wait until the start of lap 7 before you use DRS. Just one of the weird quirks about DRS. But yeah, as soon as that actually happens, the Master Speedster has a chance. We've got a 3-car fight, by the way, for P7, and we've got Evo's trying to go right around the outside as he can. And if he can get that one done, he's got a bump here, which is quite difficult to actually stay side by side with. You can easily hit each other, but he's been able to do that. Stay side by side, and on the outside, the better line towards turn 1. Does Evo get past Cipollini? There's contact, and I think Cipollini stays ahead just a bite. Evo's been pushed right to the edge of the track there and stays behind.
Yes, very close fight there between the Mercedes and the Ferrari. Of course, remember the old days where, sorry, not Mercedes, the Renault and the Ferrari. Remember the old days where Renault and Ferrari were battling for the lead here in Japan. If you rewind anywhere back to 2006, that would have been the case right here, right now. But no, we're
when Schumi blew up,
2018
wasn't it?
game, 2019 real world, and yeah, Evo now got 3-second time penalty for the multiple warnings. Of course, 3 strikes, you're out, and therefore he had his 3, and he suffers a penalty. But back to the front, I think, Owen. We're now coming up to the Spooner curves, and Speedster there. Wanting to give R2 a little spoon through the curve, but not quite the spooning I'm sure he enjoys.
Oh.
But anyway, here we go now.
CYP's in the gravel. CYP
Oh,
in the gravel trap. He was having a decent race there, and yeah, he's fallen right down to the back of the field then.
He's gone from 3rd to 13th in just about 3 laps. Well done. But now, onto the main straight. Speedster, DRS finally activated, and he set the fastest lap of the race in the last 1:31.3. And here he goes now towards turn 1 and 2 to go throw it into the inside. No, he's not. R2 blocks the line.
Yes, he
There's
is.
Contact, they hit, and there we go. He's made
it's
the move,
Monaco
but the
all over
cars-
again. It's
the
Monaco
time-
all
I
over
was
again.
going to mention Monaco, and there we go.
Oh, he's round.
Oh no!
This is a
Oh
joke.
dear.
This is a
Look
joke.
at Thorium, all of a sudden. He could be in the lead, and he is.
Oh,
no,
this is
not yet.
unbelievable.
There he
This
is.
is
He's in
a
the lead.
joke. This is a
Oh, well,
joke.
that's who's retired. What do you think happened there then, Aaron?
Codemasters are the worst company, man. I've told you this many times. You spend 50 quid in this game, and then Speedster and Archie just go inside each other. That's not how it works. And then you got Thorium in the lead out of nowhere. He was 4th this time last lap, and here he is leading again. And Archie's out of the race. Codemasters, just give it to someone else. You know it's bad when EA Sports do a better job of making an F1 game than you. And by the way, I've got to point this out, but we've got a 3-car fight as well happening here as a result of all the chaos. They're trying to go 3 abreast here, and they're so close.
Oh man.
Jack, and then you got Mepe, and you got Cipollini, and they're all going for it here. We've got plenty of action.
LR Service getting involved as well. Amazing stuff here.
Pirates versus Evos as well. The hill towards 130R side by side. That's tight. Does Evos go for it? He backs off. And they're so close to lot. Oh no, desync!
Oh no!
I think that was desync. I think that was desync as well.
I couldn't see. Was it the Pirates?
Yes.
I reckon he got a pirate copy of this game.
I think we all did. Here comes
Yes.
Skin Up on surface, getting by, and you got
good move
Jack
there.
on Chip Finney getting by, and looking at this crash back now with the pirate. And I am sorry, but if that isn't desync, oh man, I swear it looks like desync to me. But yeah,
Chip Finney he's gained 6 places during this race.
well
But
then.
also, just look, Mocking Weeks has gained 9 places, and so Six Hills. So Six Hills and Mocking Weeks still close to each other, still working together, it seems. But we have got a battle here behind them for 5th place between Mebe and Evo.
So lap 7 has been the most calamitous lap I think I've ever remembered in an F1 game. So much went wrong there.
Yes.
For so many people. And at the end of it all, Forium ended up in the lead of this race. And I honestly have no idea how. I
reckon
think-
Thorium's got the title now.
Well, if he didn't have it before, I think he has it now. I have no idea, really.
Yeah,
but
he'll definitely have it now. There was a huge point difference going into this race.
Skin Up gets by Chip Finney as well. So there's that one. Oh, maybe not. Chip Finney not an already yet. Does he hold it? He just about does. Speed's the fastest lap though, so fight isn't over yet between the top 2. Which is good.
Yes. LR Surface in the pits.
So surface then.
I reckon.
Did he have
I
damage or
reckon
something?
CYP's going to go to the end on those mediums, but.
So Speed's, I mean, he's got 8 tenths on the back of Forium. Will he be able to catch that up? I'm watching Mebe at the moment trying to catch Evos for P5.
It's
And
going to be close between LR Surface and CYP, but I think so if CYP's got it. Yes, he
Yeah.
has. That's LR Surface to the back and probably for the remainder of this race. But he's taken the softs. So if there's a safety car, you never know.
Mebe looks for the inside line into the hairpin on Evos. And I think Evos just about stays ahead for now, but certainly he's feeling the pressure. And then Jack as well is catching up to this. Finney is staying to the back of Skin Up, so Skin Up's not really getting away from him there. And Mebe trying to get past the Ferrari. What will he do up the hill? Could he have a go into 130R? I mean, we've seen a few people try it up here today, but it doesn't seem to go well for anyone. Will the Haas driver get it right this time? Not close enough. So there's always a chance of the Casio triangle as well. And by the way, 420 blazing up front, but Speedster pits and sort of cancels that battle out. He's going for the undercut, and yeah, looking to get ahead. But what is battling? There's a lot of close gaps. He'll be hoping to come out in 9th. I think he should do so. He will do so. So that means he has a good gap here to floor it all on his own, and Speedster should gain the lead this race.
Yes, indeed so. Some good battles still going on here. Mebe and Evo, I think, still the battle to watch at the moment.
Yeah.
Look at how close they are, although Mocking Weeks is closing in on Six Hills, so Williams and Sauber, the 2 teams that were at the back of the 2018 season, going for it. Obviously, Williams and McLaren.
Mebe down the inside, he's going for it.
Oh, good move. Well, no, he hasn't got it.
I think Toro also finished 9th actually, did he not, on the standings in the end? Because of Hartley being bad.
Probably wasn't
that's
too bad,
desync
but-
again!
Well, that wasn't a desync. That was a
Nah,
was a tap.
trust me, I've seen that from up there. That was desync. I got the helicopter view. That was a desync hit.
I was watching closely. It was definitely not a desync.
Watch it back. It was desync.
It wasn't. Mebe went right on the inside and tapped him. I don't know why he let him back past. Well, no, he let him back past, obviously, because it was what would be a foul in football. But yeah.
Nah, he was off. He was on the grass. I think he just sort of spun or something.
That's what it looked like to me, but okay.
Nah. Ugh. Well, another fight sort of goes wrong then, doesn't it? Will anything go right?
This game's making me and you arguing all the time, basically.
Watching that back, I'm sorry, but there was no contact there.
Alright, well, it looks like a real move on my screen.
There was... Okay, fine, there was nearly contact. I'd go as close to that, but it's hard to tell. I mean, you can look up, you can look it back at the stream, but it's so close to contact. You need to watch it at like super slow speed, but from my view, it didn't look like they hit.
Okay.
But I don't know.
Fair enough then.
I don't know. Whatever it is, this game is a joke. So yeah, I just don't know what to do, man.
Maybe it's nothing. Sorry. Yeah. So, shut up, Jack. I reckon he'd be surprised to be in fourth. You know, I doubt he was expected to be there at any time, would he? Although and one thing is though, worth mentioning, he's the highest placed driver that has made a pit stop, and he's actually not far off Six Hills Walking Weeks or Thorium. I reckon Jack's got the win here.
No, he's not. He has to pit again.
Well, yeah, I guess he is only on super softs, isn't he?
He's just on the soft. Yeah, he's gonna have to pit.
Sorry, yeah, softs I meant. Softs, that's what I meant. Speedster's on the mediums in ninth. Do you reckon he can win with that? Probably not. Not considering how far behind he is.
Nah.
What was that?
Nah.
He sounded like that. He sounded like Wally, that Disney character.
My sign. my sign of disapproval there. Just
yes, I disapprove you.
Yes.
Oh dear. Every time your mic goes quiet, I always think I've disconnected. So please don't mute yourself.
I'm not muting myself. I'm just not talking.
No, I know you're not muting yourself, but all I'm saying is please don't.
Okay, I will not mute myself.
So yeah. Well, it's not an awful lot going on at the moment, apart from LR Surf just kicking up a bit of grass and going wide. Thorium's still leading on the soft tyres. I reckon Thorium's going to win this, you know. He's pitting. Here he is.
He is looking quite good.
He's pitting for the mediums.
Let's just see what his pace was.
Now, he's in the pits. Speedster is just approaching 130 on now. Here he is. I reckon Thorium's got this. He's going to be ahead of him.
Let's find out.
Speedster now joining the main straights. Thorium about to pass. Oh, it's very close.
Look at this.
Look at this. Speedster's got him.
Well,
and that is the net lead probably for Speedster. You never know. No one in front of him is on the medium tyres.
Yeah, he's got this.
And so Speedster can get to the end. Absolutely fantastic.
I mean, Speedster was quicker towards the end of that stint anyway, before he pitted, so I think sort of justice has been served when he just sort of lost it, thanks to all the incidents there. But, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, and there's only 3 laps difference between their tyres, so I reckon Speedster's going to have this, because at the end it's still not going to be much different, as they're only mediums. So, yeah.
Here comes Jack for the lead! There was contact there, somehow not dying.
Whoa.
Oh. Try not to kill yourself here when you're going for the lead, Jack.
Well, I'll tell you, one thing that's going to be interesting, Six Hills has also pitted. Six Hills pitted on that last lap. If Mocking Weeks picks here, and also Jack as well, where will they be in relation to Six Hills? So that's another thing worth watching, just like we saw on the last lap. They're still on the way to chicane. Now we're going to have a repeat of Centre and Prost. Oh! Centre and Prost, that's how you do it. Well done, Jack.
Oh,
no! Straight into... Oh, no!
Evo just pushed him into the wall. That's a bit cheeky, isn't it?
Pushed him in the wall.
Evo
pushed him in the wall.
Evo, yeah. Evo just hit him and he just spun.
Oh, I didn't know Evo was anywhere near them, but... Right,
Oops.
Mocking Weeks has had to queue for his... Oh, no, he hasn't. Don't know what Mocking Weeks has done. This car seems to glitch in the pit lane. Six Seals coming down the pit straight, and he's ahead. He's ahead of Jack as well.
Wow. So, Six Seals, I don't know if he's had any podiums yet this season, but he's on for one.
Yeah, he's on for a podium indeed. So, very good race there by Six Seals. His teammate Skinner has just come out of the pits and is in 9th place, ahead of the two Renaults.
Yeah. So then, it's lap 14, and it's been 14 of the craziest laps I've ever seen in an F1 game. And not always for the best reasons, but it's been entertaining, hasn't it?
No denying it.
And,
mental.
We've got Surface, by the way, on the back of Skinner, really looking to try to find a way through, because there's
Speedster is rapidly catching Evo.
Well, it doesn't really matter, Evo pits anyway.
Oh, I know,
so
yeah. He will.
Probably at the end of this lap.
So, where will Evo come out? Probably around 5th. 5th place, I think. He'll be behind Six Seals, I would think. But let's have a look. So, is he going to pit now? He does indeed.
Obviously, he can pit actually for another set of softs if he has any spare. And let's see if he does. I think he does indeed. Another set of softs. So we'll see if he's got any pace towards the end of the race. Before he sets the fastest up of the race, so he's starting to close on the speed set again. And maybe he gets by Mocking Weeks. Through 130R, that looks like it happened as well. So nice driving. Wish I could have seen it.
Evo, oh, is he going to be ahead of Jack? I think it might well be.
Oh,
it's close. No, Jack has got him. Well, I called it right. I said at least 5th highest, and yes.
Surface.
So, not bad.
Surface up into P9, by the way, as well. Past Skin Up. Looking at trying to get Mocking Weeks.
Not that that's any significance for him, apart from 2 points.
And Mocking Weeks must have had to take his penalty then in the pits. He had a 5-second stop go, obviously, because he was sort of hit into the pit lane. I feel that's a bit unfair, really, to give a penalty, because it wasn't really his fault he was shoved off into the wall, but okay. Want to be able to crest.
I thought he just overpowered it and the rear spun, because I was running on the onboard camera, you see, so...
I was on board with Aviva when he just sort of rams him off. Well, it wasn't his fault, like. I mean, just Mocking Weeks had to slow down with the pit lane, and he was just right there, so he just sort of nudged him off.
Yeah.
Lucky he didn't take him right, let's just say that.
Yes, indeed. Otherwise, we would have no race.
Yes, well, Evos is on the back of Jack on the best tyres. You'd imagine he should get past.
Do you reckon Evo will catch Speedster? Probably not.
No, but he might catch Six Seals, though.
Yeah, I'd say Six Seals, definitely. But not Thorium or Speedster.
Nah, and a forever 12 seconds. I mean, you haven't got that long. You've got 12 laps to go. He gets by Jack now on the outside. Can he get it to stick?
No.
Yes, he can. Nicely done there. Jack has sort of nothing to come back with. The tires are just so much better, the softs, and yeah, he can start to pull away now. Focus on his next target for the podium.
Yes, indeed. So, just currently 2.3 seconds behind Six Seals, and we have got a.
Chip
Thingy's out. I don't know why.
So it's good news. Everyone in the top 10, yeah, they'll get a point now because no one can retire and not be in the points. And there's been another crash. Heard that in the background. It is CYP FIFA down to 10th, but it doesn't matter because it's 10th. You can retire. What? Oh, actually, no. You need to.
No.
Oh well, no points for you. You haven't done. Hasn't done 90% yet, so actually he can't get the point. Oops.
I thought you had to finish.
Nah, 90% I think is okay for the point. It does how it works in real F1. But yeah, CFP has retired, and we're down to 9.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because if you do have a 90%, you're classified.
Yes.
Then you get your points. That's yes.
It's a weird rule that just classify them if they see the checker.
Oh no, Six Seals. Oh no, he hasn't spun. I thought Six Seals spun then, but it was just a spun in game.
But he has had his gap slashed quite significantly.
Because Evo's on the softs.
Yes. And with
yes. Yes.
With 11 laps to go, it's going to be pretty easy, I think, for Evos to get past, unless there's a horrific accident. which wouldn't surprise me in the
Which there
slightest.
probably will be.
Oh, I think there has been. Mocking Weeks has fallen right to the back of the field. I think it's been instant. I think he's just been unlucky there. He's been taken by 2 cars at once, and from someone who was running in contention for a podium at one point, he's now last. And
Yes,
Chickapini,
exactly. He was actually leading the race at one point as well.
yeah. So
Only
Evos,
because of the pit stops, but you get me.
Evos has got that gap right down, and he's looking at getting the move. He should have no problems with Six Seals just struggling there. He's losing about a second on this lap already to Forium, for example. So Evos, if he can just pick his spot right round the outside at Spoon, that's not going to work out for him there. But he can set up for the 130R, and he can have a decent run up the hill. Here he goes. Don't forget Jack's behind as well. He may fancy a bit of this as well. And down the inside, Evos into the podium positions then. Nicely done there. And Jack is right up the back of Six Seals as well. He gets DRS on the Cyber Driver down here, so he may fancy a go at the podium as well. Six Seals is a bit slower at that last corner, a bit slidey. So Jack has a chance, but I don't think he'll be quite close enough. And he isn't.
Yes, absolutely. No, not close enough at all there. But yeah, Jack right on the back of Six Seals here. Very good to hear. So, of course, Evo has already made the move. When will Jack get past, if ever?
I think this lap. To be honest.
So?
Yeah, he's quicker.
Well, their tyres are almost the same age, so this battle could go on to the end of the race while Evo pulls away and sits comfortably in third, and therefore not have to do anything apart from just drive round the lap and stay on the tarmac.
Yeah, but Jack's quicker. You can see it really, just the way he's driving. He's staying within 5/10 of a second. He gets DRS next lap if he needs it. Six Seals doesn't. He's already 1.2 seconds behind Evo. So Jack, you'd imagine, will have a rather easy run to get past. He's got that gap to 4/10 now. And this whole last sector, he just gets to close up that gap with a slipstream. Up the hill, he's on 4 ERS, the best mode for just straight line speed. And you can see he's closing so quickly. He may even fancy a go to the Casio Triangle if he's brave enough. Closing Six Seals defence to the inside line. Jack has to stay close but take the better line. And now, as I head down the main straight, Six Seals not really going to be able to keep this one as Surface has been exceeding track limits a bit too much. 5 seconds stop go penalty as Jack goes right round the outside into turn 1 and gets himself up into P4, and Six Seals is a bit wide as well, and he will now possibly start to fall into the clutches of these guys in the fight for 6th.
Yeah, fantastic move there for Jack. I think what you meant was follow into the clutches 6th, you said? What do you mean?
As in, he may follow the clutches for the battle for 6th. Because, yeah, maybe he's closing on him, and then he's got 3 other cars behind him rather close.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Even though we were just talking about Jack.
Yes, Six Seals will now fall into the clutches because he's been overtaken.
Oh, right. Yeah. No, I get it.
Yeah.
So, yes.
So,
no,
Speedster, by the way.
Lot going on.
Speedster, gotta say, he's
pulling out on Thorium, he's pulling away.
Dominating on older tyres as well. He's showing Thorium up a little bit, isn't he? Great race from the McLaren driver.
3 laps is a huge difference, though, is it?
Yeah, but I mean, he's still pulling away. You've got to give him credit here. Six Seals gets a 3-second time penalty, which adds to his woes in this race. He was 3rd, only a few laps to go, and now, yeah, maybe we'll probably get him on penalties alone, and the rest may well get him too. Apart from Surface, he's got a 5-second stop go, which will be added at the end. But yeah, I think maybe could be on for 5th there. So that'd be good for him. Evo isn't really closing on Forium. Not that it would matter because he's so far away that it won't really close enough anyway. But yeah, he's still in a world of his own. Jack probably going to be in a world of his own for the whole race. Basically, the whole field is in a bit of a limbo.
A bit of a limbo. Love it.
And yeah, we're just gonna sit and watch for 7 laps and try and find something to talk about. So Technica, I know it's probably remind people who may have missed the start exactly what happened with Technica, because it sort of shaped the whole race, to be honest. He on the formation lap, he sort of got it wrong and spun off at the Dunlop and was put onto the grid. Now, he had dirt on his tyres as a result of that, and anyone who's ever been off the track on this game knows you can't really floor it the second you get back on, because it normally leads to a spin or a crash or whatever. So on the start, Technica, with ruined tyres, floors it, spins, causes a 6-car incident, and it's a safety car. Now, the 6 people were all able to continue fine and normally, but they had to pit. The 5 people, sorry, he was the 6th and he was disqualified for blocking the pit lane. But yeah, the 5 people who got caught up with damage as a result of that incident all had to pit, and I think they are the likes of Evos, Jack, Six Seals. Surface tried to go mediums earlier on and it didn't quite work out for him, but yeah, it sort of shaped a bit of the race here. R2 as well, later on, there was a desync incident with Speedster, which took R2 out of the race, because the game's nice, yeah. And yeah, the rest of the race has just been fun. And nothing's happening.
Yes, not been a great climax, has it really?
Yeah, the first half there was too much
Unless something happens.
Too much happened in the start of the race that left us nothing to happen here. Kind of an issue.
I mean, 14 drivers turning up isn't too bad a turnout, but it was nothing. But really, it's nothing compared to what it was like at the start of the season, was it?
Yeah, I think we had 20th Bahrain, and
and China, I think, as well.
Yeah. Not that
I think China was one of the best races. I think that was awesome. I can't remember the name of the winner, but I remember the winner of that one started 11th. So yeah.
Antonio Carlo.
That's it. Yeah, Antonio Carlo. Yeah. Yeah, I liked him very much.
Yeah, it's a shame he had to leave. I don't know why he left, but he did. But yeah.
Maybe his PS Plus membership ran out and he couldn't afford a new one.
Nah, that's not true.
Well, my membership ran out and I didn't renew it for like a week or so.
Yeah, I wonder what mine runs like actually. Need to sort of read into that. Probably April. But yeah, we've got 5 laps to go at the end of this one. If anyone's in the stream still, feel free to leave your comments about what you thought about the race or some questions or something. We're sort of waiting for Mebe to catch the 6 Seals, because I think there's a battle in that, possibly.
Yes, indeed. We'll just have to see what all happens. But yeah, most drivers seem to be spaced out now, don't they?
Yeah, they've got into their own rhythm, I guess, for a race now, and
can we just let everyone watch it without us? I'm just tired.
we'll just head off, do something else.
But, Owen, I'm getting old. You know me. I'm getting old. I'm getting tired.
Are you?
Well, I say I'm getting old because some people say I've got a granddad car. So yeah.
Well, what car do you have?
The Jaguar X-Type.
Which
in
is...
grey.
Oh, grey. How boring is that?
Do you think it's a granddad car?
Yes.
I'll tell you one thing I can do in it.
No.
I can turn off the traction control. I can turn off the traction control, just throw it into the bends.
This time next week, we'll be in the stream. Ash Dawson can't make it because he turned traction control off and died.
No, I wouldn't do it because I've got a black box in my car which of course monitors how I drive. You know, and the insurers give me a score. Although the way I drive, they say is excellent, but they don't like the time and places I'm going. So they don't like me being out at night, and they don't like where I'm going.
Well, not your parents, are they?
Well, exactly. That's how I feel now. Yeah. I will be honest. It's a diesel, not a petrol, so it's not the fastest.
Yeah, so maybe he is now technically already ahead. He's actually technically already ahead now on a penalty, but 2.6 seconds to gap. He'll be closing that still, and Surfer's not a million miles behind, ready just to capitalise on that as well. We've got 4 laps to go here at the Japanese Grand Prix, and yeah, Speedster finally consistently quicker than Forium for once. Forium, like I say, he did briefly lead it, but he was always going to lose it the second Speedster took the earlier stop, and ever since then it's been easy for Speedster to take the win as long as he can keep it on the track for the next 4 laps, and he'll be fine.
Yes, and of course, Mebe, wasn't he the winner of the first race in Australia?
Yes.
Yes. So my memory, so it's Australia for Mebe, Bahrain, Thorium, China and Carlo, Spain, Technic Gaming, wasn't it? Yeah.
Baku, Technic Gaming.
Oh, Baku, yeah, Baku Technic Gaming. No, Spain. So that was
for him by a
Thorium,
long way.
wasn't it?
He did loads and loads and loads of laps on the medium tyre.
Monaco, the one that was 47 hours long.
Antonio Carlo,
That was-
wasn't it, for that one?
Was it?
I think it was, yeah.
Oh yeah, I think so. After that, I wasn't here for many races, so I don't know after that.
I don't actually know
Monaco
either.
was my last one before Singapore.
Yeah. I actually don't really
Because
know.
of work. Work. See me now.
Well, see, I would say not to worry about that, but the second exams pop in, that's why I'm having to leave, so... Yeah. It's a shame, that. Maybe I'll come back one day, but the exams are just sort of forcing me to leave now.
Going on.
It's a shame, though. Anyway, maybe. I don't think he's going to catch. Bad news, everyone. The gaps just sort of start closing at a rate that's good enough. And he's DC'd. And he's DC'd. Ah, for God's sake, I thought he was going to make it, you know, I really did. He's 3 laps short of making it, right? Let me just invite him back. You can listen to my jet engine if you like, for a little bit. Let's see, where is he? There he is. Apparently he's still in the session. He's not. Piece of line PlayStation software. Alright, come on, let's send the invite. You're missing all the vital racing stuff. For all you know, Speedster could be dead upside down in a fence. PlayStation can't operate I don't want to operate the PS4 with my voice. Thank you. Piece of crap. Right, okay, nothing's happened. Mebe is closed to 1.8. If he does catch, it'll possibly be a last lap thing. Nothing. Even then, though. Metallic Car UK says, Ash, Diesel X-Type in grey, lol, definitely old man car.
Who says that?
Metallic Car UK.
Fuck off, prick.
Oi, we're live on stream here. Enough of the bad language.
Well, as you say that, everyone left a session on my screen.
Yeah, nah, you left the session in DC. Apologies.
Why have I got a missed call off my old assistant manager from work, who I've not seen for months?
I don't know. I'm not psychic.
I'm not going to say his name, obviously, because it's bad, but yeah. Considering it doesn't work in my area anymore either. So yeah, it's very weird.
Anyway, good news! Mebe is about to get into the DRS. I was worried he wouldn't, but he will. He is now a second.
What?
Yellows. What's happened? Ah, Mocking Weeks. Mocking Weeks is right. Error at the hairpin. So issues. And Mebe still only 3 thousandths away from DRS on the last lap. He will get DRS on the final lap. Is it going to be enough to get him close enough to somehow make a move on this last lap anywhere? Six Seals will be feeling the pressure. Obviously, he's got that penalty, so it won't actually matter what happens here, but maybe we'll want to get through legitimately. So we'll see if he can. And I tell you what, it's going to be close. Now, well, I'm going to have to just tell you what's happening then. Jack, by the way, is closing.
Well, it's hard to watch the stream.
Shush. I'm taking control now. Jack is also closing on Evis on his final lap. It's all happening here. Mebe is right up the back now. Six Seals, who is struggling badly. He is really very close to losing it. He's almost off into the gravel trap. And Jack is still closing up on the back of Evos. This is really all going to close up at the end here. Speedster is coming through soon to win this race. He is heading towards the Casio Triangle for the final time now. And it's all about the kick-off behind. But this man has kept it clean the whole race. He was able to get ahead early on. And at the end of the race, it is Speedster who takes the Japanese Grand Prix for him, because he to take second place. And behind them, it's all going on. Mebe up the hill, closing quickly on Six Seals to the inside from 130R. Does he get it through? He's side by side on the final lap. Really close racing between the two guys here. They're seriously going for it. Six Seals just about ahead. Mebe goes for the exit. Jack got third in the end through penalties. Even was fourth. Six Seals or Mebe, who's fifth, who's sixth. Six Seals keeps it. Just about. They both had a penalty. Mebe was sixth. Surface is seventh place. Skin Up comes home in eighth place. And a very long way behind that, Mocking Wakes is going to take P9. And that's it. Just need to wait for Mocking Wakes to cross the line, and then now PS. Japanese Grand Prix comes to an end. It is a McLaren on top of the podium. And, yeah.
Okay. Well, that's the end of the race.
And it's the two Force Indias joining the McLaren driver on the podium. And, yeah, that is it then. Thank you for watching. This has been the Japanese Grand Prix in SLR. Speedster.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Speedster is your winner. And we will see you next week.